Does God accept worship on any day? The Bible's answer will shock you. Most people today believe that God accepts worship on any day, as long as your heart is in the right place, right? That's what we hear. But what if the Bible actually says otherwise? What if God himself chose a specific day, blessed it, sanctified it, and commanded his people to remember it forever? Let's go back to the very beginning. Genesis chapter 2, 2-3 KJV says, "And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it." God didn't bless every day. He blessed the seventh day. Not the first, second, or third, the seventh. He set it apart for a holy purpose. Before there was a Jew, a nation, or a church, God had already made the seventh day sacred. Now fast forward to Exodus 20:8-11, where God writes the 10 Commandments with his own finger. Not suggestions, commandments. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Not any day, not your birthday, not Sunday, the seventh day. And nowhere in the Bible do you find God changing this command. In fact, Isaiah 58:13 calls it my holy day. And God warns not to turn away from it or do your own pleasure on it. Still not convinced? Jesus Christ, our perfect example, kept the seventh-day Sabbath. Luke 4:16 says, "He went into the synagogue on the Sabbath as was his custom." If Jesus is Lord, shouldn't we follow his example? But here's where skeptics start twisting Scripture. Some claim Paul or the early church changed the Sabbath to Sunday. Yet Acts 13, Acts 17, and Acts 18 all show Paul preaching on the Sabbath, to both Jews and Gentiles. And Hebrews 4:9 declares, "There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of God." The Greek word for rest there is sabbatismos, meaning a keeping of the Sabbath. The Bible is clear. God has never changed his holy day. So here's the challenge. If you believe worship on any day is acceptable, then show me one verse, just one, that says God changed the Sabbath to Sunday. Not a church father, not a pastor, not a creed. The Bible. The truth is, Sunday worship began with Rome, not Christ. In 321 AD, Emperor Constantine issued a law honoring the venerable day of the sun. Pagan sun worship merged with Christianity, and over time, people forgot God's holy day. But God didn't forget. Malachi 3:6 says, "I am the Lord, I change not." And Jesus, in Matthew 5:18, said, "Till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law." If heaven and earth are still here, then the Sabbath still stands. And in Isaiah 66:22-23, even in the new earth, from one Sabbath to another shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord. The Sabbath is not Jewish, it's God's. It's not legalism, it's love. John 14:15 says, "If ye love me, keep my commandments." So let the Bible speak. Don't follow tradition, follow truth. God doesn't accept worship on any day. We must worship him on his day. Now I challenge you. Show from the Bible where God changed the Sabbath. If you can't, then maybe it's time to rethink everything.